What's up, everybody? I am Gabriel Morency, sitting alongside the one and only Raging Redhead, Cam Stewart. We're already into Week 6 of National Football League play, guys, and we're here to break it down. It's You Wager this week, the weekend edition. As the Raging Redhead, Cam Stewart, joins me, we'll run through every National Football League game. We'll take a look at all the lines, courtesy of You Wager. uwager.eu, and as we told you in the past, can build your own props over at uwager. They got some great contests up.
Low juice,
5% juice on Fridays. A lot of good reasons. All those sweetheart teasers as well. So yeah, some great UFC numbers too. I bet some UFC over at uwager for the first time recently, and very impressed with the UFC lines. So let's get right down to business, Cam. It's Week 6 of the NFL, and I think
big spreads this week, really big spreads.
A lot of the times you and I agree. We don't always agree on games, me and him. We sort of have different approaches when it comes to capping and gambling. But a lot of times this year we have agreed on games. I think this week might be the week that we differ. Let's start off with number 251 and 252 in the rotation. The first game up on the board over at uwager.eu. The Houston Texans laying 9.5 points against the Cleveland Browns. And my boy Cam Stewart's been talking about Kevin Hogan like he's like another Stanford quarterback, John Elway. Now it's Kevin Hogan. It's Kevin Hogan. It's Kevin Hogan. Hey, listen, Deshaun Watson and the Texans are crazy. And don't forget, when they played against the Titans, they scored 57 points.
I know.
They did not take the pedal off the metal. Something to think about.
Yeah, it's something to think about. You're right. Kevin Hogan's no John Elway, but I'm going to say this. He won't make the mistakes. Deshaun Kaiser in the red zone was a problem. He was a big problem. We're talking turnover, big mistakes. That was the problem with Cleveland. They actually dominated the Jets in that game, but they made so many mistakes.
They did, you're right.
Now I'm thinking Cleveland on the road, it's a lot of points.
A lot of injuries, guys, for the Houston Texans defense.
Huge guys on
defense. Literally like 4 or 5 guys.
Marcellus, big guys. Actually,
guys in the secondary, too.
Another thing is, I lean Cleveland in this game on uwager at plus 9.5, but Morency will agree with me. I think a tease either way to the over because we see points in this football game.
Up to 47
Cleveland's
now.
actually going to score, and Houston will be able to score on Cleveland.
Yeah, so it's 9.5, minus 440 on the money line. Total is 47. If you're insane, you want to take the Cleveland Browns on the money line, it's plus 340. Except, hey, insane people sometimes win money. Hell, sometimes insane people become presidents.
That's true.
New England Patriots. Also, 9.5 is the Pee Wee Herman word of the day. 9.5.
Yay!
9.5. The New England Patriots laying 9.5 at uwager.eu right now. Same number. Minus 440 on the money line. Identical total. 47 actually. Same money line. Plus 340. Listen, the Jets, this game's for first place. The Jets have won 3 football games in a row. They're not winning 4 in a row. They're not beating the New England Patriots in this spot.
No, the problem is, are the Patriots going to cover the number? It's interesting. I can tell you one thing. The Patriots will be able to score on the Jets' defense, but will the Jets be able to score on a bad Patriots defense? That's the question with the big number, Gabe. I will say this. The Jets have overachieved all year, but you give Bill Belichick and TB extra time to prepare, and against the team that's playing well, that's problem for the New York Jets. I always look for an excuse to take a big dog, but you won't catch me running to the window. Tough game. Patriots should be able to cover.
All right, we're gonna do some live research here on the show. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's get into Week 1 of the National Football League. What happened in Week 1? Kansas City Chiefs went on the road in that Thursday nighter.
Beat New England.
They beat the New England Patriots. All right. So the Thursday nighter, they hung 42 up on them. So that was the Thursday nighter. They were both off until the following Sunday. Let's see how they both did in Week 2, the following Sunday. How'd the Patriots do coming off that loss?
They destroyed New Orleans, 36 points.
Destroyed New Orleans. Kansas City Chiefs got the cover.
Yep.
Okay, so let's keep track of this. That's 2 teams, 2-0 against the spread that played Thursday.
Yep.
All right, so who played on the Thursday night in Week 2?
Week 2.
It was the Texans and the Bengals.
Yes.
So let's see how they did in Week 3. The Texans and the Bengals did in Week 3.
Texans covered as 13-point dogs against the Patriots, and the Bengals covered against the Packers on the road. Should have won the game outright.
That's 4-0.
Wow.
Teams.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Stick with me here. It gets better.
I know
this is like an infomercial where like.
You
think this knife is already good? Wait.
You cooked a steak, now you're cooking a turkey?
I just cut through lead. Now it's going to be like, watch me cut through this whale. He's like, no, you're not going to cut this whale with this knife. I can cut this whale with this knife. Okay, so seriously. So we're up to 4-0. We're up to 4-0 against the spread right now.
Theme here.
All right, we're up to 4-0. Okay, so 49ers and Rams played on that Thursday.
Next.
So let's see how they did in the following week 4.
Good things.
I know, yeah, exactly. See how they did. The Rams went on the road and beat the
Cowboys.
Okay, they went outright. That's 5-0. 5-0 against the spread. How did the 49ers do against the spread? They covered the number.
In overtime against the Cardinals.
That's 6-0 against the spread. 6-0 against the spread. Who played on Thursday night? Bears, Packers.
Yep. Yep, I can tell you already. The Bears covered by a half by the hook against the Vikings.
Bears covered. That's 7-0.
Packers came back and won their game against Dallas.
8-0.
8-0. That's a good. You know what? That was a great infomercial. I'm satisfied.
You like that, people? Teams that have played on Thursday night this year are 8-0 against the spread in their next game with prolonged rest.
Wow.
It's a fact. You just
saw it. Yeah, it's wild. That's wicked. I'm impressed.
Yeah. We have another one, too.
You got another one?
Well, yeah, we can show you the teams that played on Monday have always lost.
Yeah, exactly. So they're brutal against the spread.
Yeah, we go back.
Okay.
We go back in time here. All right, so Monday Nighter, week 1.
It was Lions and Giants.
There was 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, and Chargers and
and Broncos.
Broncos, yeah.
Chargers and Broncos, Saints, Vikings.
Okay.
Okay, so they both played on the Monday Nighters.
Yeah. Week 2.
So did the Chargers and the Saints, actually. So week 2.
Saints didn't cover against the Patriots.
Saints didn't cover against the Patriots. Vikings got killed against the Steelers.
Yep.
I know the Chargers. Chargers didn't cover.
Lost outright to the Dolphins at home.
Chargers didn't cover. Broncos were the only one.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
1-3.
That's
1-3.
Yeah, 1-3 teams there. So what was the Monday Nighter then? The Monday Nighter. What was the Monday Nighter that week? Usually it pops off the board right away. Oh, it was this stupid game.
Lions and Giants.
It was the Lions and Giants. Okay, so how do they do in week 3? We know the Giants have sucked in week 3.
Yep. Eagles win.
No, Giants actually covered,
Yep.
so that's 2-3. Lions did not cover, so 2-4.
Actually, it was a half point. That's right.
2-4.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the Monday Nighter that week?
Cowboys and Cardinals.
Cowboys and Cardinals.
Go to week 4. Then we got Cowboys.
Cowboys haven't been covering.
No.
Cowboys
they
lost
to the Rams.
That's 2-5. Cardinals.
Definitely didn't. 49ers covered against
That's
them.
2-6.
Yep.
2-6.
One more time.
All right, wait. What was the Monday Nighter that week? We're missing. We got to see who played the Monday Nighter.
Redskins and Chiefs.
Oh, Redskins and Chiefs. Okay, so we're at 2-6 into week 5. Redskins and Chiefs.
Redskins.
I think the Redskins were off.
Yeah.
Chiefs did cover.
Chiefs did.
So that's 3-6.
Yeah, and that's it. So 3-6 heading into this week.
3-6, yeah. So teams that played on Monday Night Football are 3-6 against the spread the following game.
Mm-hmm.
Teams that had played on Thursday Night Football are 8-0 against the spread.
I like that one. That's a good one. I like the 8-0 one. That's
so
wild.
you know what? It's almost simplistic in the sense that we're stating here: teams with rest, success.
Teams who don't, no.
Because
what? Football players, creatures of habit. Athletes, creatures of habit. They like to get into their. They don't like things
fatigue
when they go
is
wild.
a big thing, Cam. I've talked about this in the past, buddy.
It is.
I read something interesting. The U.S. military did war games with each other, in which they had troops drink for like a weekend. They told the guys, get wasted, and then we're going to call you out of the blue type thing. All right, 6 a.m., go to war type thing. It was games. It was a study, actually. So, all right. And then they had other guys that they told, don't sleep for 2 days. Sleep deprived. Don't sleep. They wanted to see what would happen. The drunk guys won.
Yeah, because they got a little bit of sleep.
No, the drunk guys beat the guys that didn't sleep. Yeah, because the drunk guys
trying to go nuts.
Yeah, well, it goes to show, like when you're drunk, it's sort of like, I've done a lot of things well when I'm drunk.
Actually, no, you have extra energy.
Yeah, so sort of, you might be more reckless with a gun or something.
Yeah.
No, I think I see something.
I don't know. A guy who hasn't slept for a few days. I
You're
gotta worry
slow.
about him.
You're slow.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, so no, it's been proven. So in other words, you're better off. People say gambling and drinking doesn't mix, but you're better off being drunk than tired betting.
Wow, I like that. I'm not going to. I'm going to drink and not stay up for 2 days, buddy. What's next?
Well, yeah, and the combination of both probably not a good idea.
The combination of both is a real loser.
Yeah. All right, so
what game? We got to get through some games.
Yeah,
buddy.
I know, but you know it's pretty good. We just gave people some great information.
Actually,
that was a live presentation right there. We just gave people.
And that knife cuts through titanium, buddy. Great work.
Yeah, and whales.
And whales. It cut through my stomach.
I just picture like one of those Japanese. Oh, look at that knife cut whale meat.
Yeah, the ginsu.
Don't eat whales. Whales are nice people. All right.
I've eaten seal before, but it wasn't my choice.
For shame.
Yeah, well, hey, I got it served to
Learning a lot about this guy. He parks in handicap spots. He eats seals.
Not all the time.
Clubbing them too?
No, I don't do. Hey. When the chief says eat, I say whatever you got on the plate, buddy.
No, you lived. Yeah, you were.
I lived in the
They offered
Arctic.
you a piece of it. Yeah.
And the handicap stuff, I had to do it one day.
No, I'm kidding. His father's got the sticker.
Exactly.
All right, we'll blast through the games right now. As I stated, I'm laying the points with the Patriots. I think they're going to beat up on the Jets. We talked about the number. We said Atlanta Falcons up to 13 right now.
I don't trust Miami. I can tell you that.
Man, it's getting high though.
It is getting high.
This line is getting higher than their old line coach.
Powdery substance, but 2 touchdowns. You cover the number. Atlanta's going to be angry. They got
This one
there.
feels like a 44-14 game.
It does. It does.
All right, we got the Saints and the Lions.
I really like the Saints this week.
One's been bouncing around. Now, the Saints are coming off a bye. We got some numbers as far as the Saints are concerned, in which Drew Brees off a bye puts up sick numbers. That's my numbers.
I like that. And
he throws like for 362 yards.
And your infomercial theory, I got time. I got a quarterback who does well after rest, and the Detroit Lions are not the same football team as they were the last couple of weeks. I think the Saints, it's also a revenge spot. Detroit went into New Orleans and beat them down. The Saints, remember that? I like the Saints to cover the 4 points.
So yeah, minus 200 on the money line. Over under is 50. The Detroit Lions are plus 170 on the money line. This next game's in a big game. Big game. And I tell you, I was in the LV Westgate Super. I'm in it every year, but the Westgate Super Contest. A couple of years ago, me and my buddies, we finished in 8th place. We would have finished in 4th place, but there was one last Sunday nighter, and I took Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to beat Teddy Bridgewater and the Vikings. The game was in Green Bay, and no exaggeration, it literally cost us $52,000. Like, we would have finished in 4th place and won like $107,000 instead of the 55. It was that big of a difference. Game. So, obviously, that's not something you're going to forget anytime soon. So, anytime the Packers and the Vikings play, it's like, man, yeah, it looks like the Packers should win, but the Vikings actually beat these guys, and I know for a fact because I lost $55,000 because of this once.
I love the Vikings against
But, all right, so you got Case Keenum. Case Keenum's the quarterback. Bradford's out. Dalvin Cook's been out now. Now Stephon Diggs has been ruled out. Their best players are out.
Yeah, but I know what I like about your story? They won outright with Teddy Bridgewater. It's one of those things. So Case Keenum has been getting better. It looks very easy with Green Bay, but Gabe brings up a good point. And Minnesota they play Green Bay tough. They just match up well against them. It's one of those games, you look at the 3 on UWager and go, Green Bay's got to beat these guys. I'm not so sure about that. I have a slight lean to the Vikings, but I could see people, hey, if you take the Packers, they are better. Way better quarterback. I get it. I just think Minnesota at home is a different animal with a very good defense.
I like the Green Bay Packers in this game. I'm going to lay the 3 points at UWager. This next one's a tricky one. Baltimore Ravens, 6.5, minus 275, money line, totals 39. Chicago Bears, plus 227.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't like Baltimore when they're a favorite of 6.5. You prefer them when they're a dog. I don't have faith in Trubisky and the Bears anyway. Hey, they kind of grinded against Minnesota. They covered by a half point. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't lay it down with the Ravens. Bears are pass for me, Gabe. I actually might take the under in this football game too. I just see a real ugly, dirty game.
I don't know. The Ravens are a bad, weird team.
They don't cover when they're big favorites.
They look how bad they looked against Jacksonville on the road. And then look how dominant they were against the Raiders last week. They're a weird team. I don't trust Trubisky in this spot. Short week, too, for the Chicago Bears.
Good point.
Short week for the Bears in this spot. The post-Monday night blues.
Mm-hmm. And that's not a good spot to be in.
Which would actually put the Vikings in the same spot of that 3-6 trend.
Oh, yeah.
No, not in a good way.
Wrong trend.
Yeah, New
Orleans good. Vikings bad.
Well, New Orleans.
Yeah, they got rest.
We don't know what that trend means right now. Last week was the first week of buys.
Yeah, that's right.
You
I
know
just
what
say
I mean?
they got time though, and
We
I
know-
like Drew Brees coming off lots of time. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so you're leading with the Bears though here.
I
aren't
am.
you? Yeah.
I don't trust the Ravens.
I'm kind of staying away from this game. I know my boys like the Ravens in Vegas. All right, 49ers and Redskins. Out of all the big favorites, I don't trust the Redskins the most probably.
That's probably, for me, it's the second one. I'm leaning Cleveland, but I also think the 49ers could cover that big number.
It's 10.5, 550 on the money line. San Francisco pay plus 430 on the money line. The over-under is 46 in this game. This next game, I'm really looking forward to watching, Cam. This Rams and Jags game.
I know. Rams and Jags, it's a great game.
Who would have thought? I would never thought I'd say it before the year. I can't wait to watch the Rams and Jags. But you have that explosive young offense of the Rams taking on that dynamic young defense of the Jags. They're both 3-2. One thing with the Jags, they've never won back-to-back games yet. They've alternated wins and losses through the first 5 games, and they're coming off a win right now. Like I said, Cam, this is going to be the biggest game in Jacksonville since the Mark Brunell days in the old days.
Yeah, and when Jacksonville
Freddie
was a good
Taylor,
team.
Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, and the funny thing is they're like that team now because Leonard Fournette is running the ball, and that's the good news. You don't want Bortles throwing. Bortles is effective when he has to throw under 20 times a game because they can run it down your throat. It's going to be very interesting, Gabe. You talked about it. This game could go either way because if Jacksonville takes the lead, which I love you what you say, they can run, munch clock, and suffocate the Rams with the D. But if the Rams get up, Jacksonville doesn't have the type of team to come back.
Game.
Yeah, I agree. First quarter, first half, very important.
Look, they said, Doug Marrone said, ideally, how many times does Blake Bortles throw the ball? And he goes, ideally, none in a game. And actually, he threw one pass last week in the second half.
Yep.
So they're actually living up to this. If they can get away with it, if the other team can't stop Fournette, they keep using him.
Yep.
And, the Rams are terrible. They give it the second most fantasy points to running backs in the National Football League. I think Fournette's going to have more success than Gurley will. I like that Jacksonville defense. The game's on the road. You got a West Coast team going on the East Coast. I got a better defense on a home field. I got to take the Jags in this spot. I'm going to take the money line minus 135.
I think you have to look at the under in this football game. The Jaguars are going to have long, methodical drives running the ball against the Rams D.
I know, but you know
the Rams D against the Jaguars.
Due to the defense,
what?
Due to the Jags defense, the Jags actually average 27 points a game, which is crazy.
I understand that. I'm just saying I could see a real slug-em-out style type of game. 42.5 seems a little high to me.
This next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers laying 1.5 on the road against Arizona. Tampa would fall into the positive spot.
I like Tampa.
Of the 8-0 trend of teams that played on Thursday night, Cam.
I have no faith in the Cardinals, Gabe, and you talked about it. Remember at the start of the year, Carson Palmer, don't worry, we're not going to work his arm. It's not all his fault.
9-0. It's actually 9-0.
Yeah, 9-0, but I'm going to tell you, Arizona's been horrible, and Adrian Peterson is not going to help this team. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the weapons to win. It's basically a pick 'em, minus 1.5, you wager money line, minus 125, yar. I'm on the Bucs. Sorry, I'm not going to screw with the trend.
Total is 46 in that football game. This is just going to be another really, actually, we have some cool late games for once.
I love the 4 o'clock.
It's a nice card. Yeah, the Tampa-Arizona game is less intriguing than the Rams-Jags to me, and then the Steelers and the Chiefs. That's going to be a marquee matchup right there. Kansas City Chiefs laying 4. At the time, it almost feels like a trap, like they're trying to entrap us. It's like bait card. Like they're 5-0 against the spread. They're playing great football. The Steelers have it. It's only 4 points.
Yeah.
And Travis Kelce is playing.
Interesting. Yeah, no, it's one of those things. And Gabe, I'm not going to lie to the people at UWager. I hate the Steelers. He hates the Steelers
I
too.
don't like him either.
The Survivor costs people a lot of money, but you know what?
$4,000.
The thing I know about Pittsburgh is when you least expect it, when they piss you off, if you're against them, the opposite's going to happen. They show up. They always play Kansas City tough. Beat them usually. You know what? We'll see what happens with Big Ben. Less throwing, more Le'Veon Bell. Give me the Steelers +4. I think the Chiefs if they win by a field goal or less.
Yeah, I'm leaning with the Chiefs here. I
can understand that.
Yeah, it's a tough game, and it's going to be frustrating either way. But I'm going to take a shot with the Chiefs at -4. And finally, in closing, the Sunday nighter, Denver Broncos laying 11.5 points against the New York Giants. Totals 39. Is this one almost too obvious that the Giants will actually hang around somehow?
Keep digging.
Under
how about
39?
the under? 39. Yeah. I don't care how low it is.
Because the Giants' defense doesn't suck, right? So they can sort of.
I could see a 24-6 type of game. Can't you? It's a bad game. I got a weird feeling that Giants. Why is this line not changing? Why is it?
I have a
not
little.
14?
It's weird because our boy T-Bone in Vegas.
He likes the Giants.
This guy bets the Broncos every damn week, and for some reason today he sends me. He goes, "Giants will cover."
I like where T-Bone's head's at there.
Everyone's giving up on the Giants like they're a big joke.
That's the
no
NFL.
one's left, and they have no wide receivers. And watch. they'll just go tick, tick. They're going to hand the ball off, take forever.
And stop Denver's offense.
Simeon, one turnover. Next thing you know, it's like, dear God, Denver won the game by 3 only.
I'm with you, man. I think there's something weird, and that line has not moved off 11.5. To me, it's the Giants in the under. I could see like it's going to be a low score.
It's a weird game, weird number.
It is.
Hey, guys, we can't come to your house and click it for you, all right? My best bets, I like the Jags. Jags money line minus 135. I like the Packers minus the 3, and I like the Pats minus the 9.5. Cam?
I like a few things. I like the Tampa Bay Bucs on the money line to get it done against Arizona. I will take Cleveland. I know the line's gone down, and I'm with the Saints. I think Detroit's in big trouble this week.
Other than that, you're on your own. We encourage you to go over to www.uwager.eu. We wouldn't tell you it's a fun place to lay it down at if it isn't. They've got in-game wagering for all the games, not just a couple of games like some books. They've got in-game wagering for all the books. They got great payout options, great customer service, 5% juice, all kinds of teasers, contests. It's a good book. Check it out, guys. www.uwager.eu. Promo code SPORTSRAGE. All right, so enjoy the games, guys. May the winners be yours, Cam.
May the winners be all of ours.
Well, I was going to say partially.
Partially. I hope you win. I hope I win. Let's everybody make some money.
May the winners be partially yours. Other than that, you're on your own. Later, guys.